In this part of the tutorial, molecules exported from VMD as X3D are imported. These meshes can be downloaded from the link provided on this YouTube web page. Procedures shown can be applied to other import cases. When exporting from ParaView, use X3D. For Visit, export as PLY with output colors. Either start a new Blender session or reload startup scene from File, New, General. Make the default cube active and delete it by Delete key. From File menu, choose Import, X3D Extensible Object. Find the BRH molecule surface object exported from VMD. Change default transform orientation to Y forward, Z up for the best match between Blender and VMD. Click Import. The imported object consists of a surface mesh, camera, and XYZ axis object. Note that you can prevent VMD exporting the axis object by hiding it before exporting. Press Shift and left-click the molecule surface 2 times so that it becomes unselected. Press Delete key to delete VMD's axis and camera objects. The mesh is colored by vertices. In Viewport Shading Options, choose Color, Vertex. The mesh has sharp edges. Right-click and choose Smooth Shading. There is no visible change because in this particular case, the mesh has a problem. It consists of multiple vertices placed on top of each other. To cure this, switch to Edit mode by pressing the Tab key. To show scene info, right-click on Status bar and tick Scene Statistics. Bottom right tells us that there are about 150,000 vertices. Remove double vertices by right-clicking the mesh and choosing Merge Vertices by Distance. Now there are only 57,000 vertices left. Press Tab again to get back to Object mode. Now the mesh looks smooth. Vertex colors are only visible in Solid option of the Viewport Shading. Switch to Shading Workspace. We need to create a material to show the colors in final rendering. Click New to add material. We need a special node for vertex colors. Press Shift-A to add a node called Input Attribute. Type call and press Enter. Connect attribute node's color output to base color input. Blender has dozens of tools for mesh modeling. Mesh vertices can be edited directly or by using sculpting techniques. Modifiers affect geometry in a non-destructive way. Change to Sculpting Workspace and smooth some problematic faces with the Smooth brush. Use low values for strength, so that the overall shape of the mesh doesn't change. Choose File, New, General. Delete the cube. Import X3D object. Choose the alanine molecule exported from VMD. Check that the transform orientation is Y forward, Z up. Note that colors are not imported. CPK ball and stick colors are not saved in vertices, but as material, and this worked until Blender version 2.79. For this tutorial, colors are not needed. If the colors are necessary, a workaround is to install Blender 2.79 as portable, import the CPK model with it, and save the Blender file. Then you can use File, Append command, to open it with colors in the current version. Zoom close to the imported XYZ axis. Rotate view so that there is nothing behind this object. Click to empty space to unselect all. Switch to wireframe shading, otherwise drag selecting may miss some of the vertices behind the objects. Drag with mouse to select all polygons belonging to the axis object, then delete them. Switch back to solid shading. Select VMD's camera object. Go to Scene Properties, Scene, Camera, and make it the active camera. Select the spheres of the molecule by using Select Pattern, *sphere*. Untick the option Extend Selection so that only the spheres are selected. Right-click in Viewport and choose Move to Collection, New Collection. Name it Spheres. Now select the molecule cylinders by pattern. Use shortcut M to move them to a new collection. Name it Cylinders. In Outliner window, close the new collections to hide the long lists of objects, and create one more collection using the New Collection button, top right. Name it Molecule. Drag the spheres and cylinders collections to the molecule collection. Now the molecule and its parts are easily managed. Right-click Spheres Collection and choose Select Objects to select all spheres. From Viewport window, Top Center, switch Pivot Center to Individual Origins. Press S key to scale molecule spheres. Right-click the bottom status bar, tick System Memory option, and check the memory usage on the right. It should be about 50 megabytes. Add collection instance, molecule. This instance is an empty object, a link to the actual geometry. Copy it while moving 2 units in X direction by pressing Shift-D, X2. Press Shift-R 8 times to repeat. Select all 10 molecule instances in the Outliner window by clicking the top one, and then while pressing Shift, clicking the bottom one. Copy and move all of them in Y direction with Shift-D, Y2. Repeat with Shift-R 8 times. Note the memory consumption has gone up only about 20%, although there are now 100 times more objects on the scene. Edit the original molecule by scaling one of its spheres. Instances inherit the changes. Delete all instances. Leave only the original molecule. Select the molecule and shift-click one of the spheres to make sure that one part of the selection is brighter colored active object. Right-click and choose Join to make it one object. Add properties, modifiers, array modifier to the molecule object. Set count 10 in X direction. Add another array modifier with count 10 in Y direction. Modifiers are easy to use, but note that the memory consumption is now much higher than previously.